SITREP Commander, welcome to the top secret meeting, the briefing for the special military operation so far. But Commander, I would like to give you a reminder. This is not a war. You cannot call it a war, or you will go to the prison. And you are also not allowed to talk about this in the normal days, or I will bring you to the gulag myself. So, before we start, please sign the confidentiality document by the like button. You have to sign it before you can continue. Sign it now, or I will shoot you. Welcome back, Commander. Good job, you have signed the document, and now you shall not be able to quit this operation. So to start, we need to know what is the strategic objective of this operation. According to the President Putin, we are to liberate Donbass, Luhansk and Donetsk. Luhansk People's Republic and Donetsk People's Republic. And of course, we want to get the Ukrainians to recognize Crimea as the Russian territory. We are to demilitarize the Ukrainian military, and we want them to declare neutrality, to not join NATO. So that is the objective of this special military operation. However, there is also the secret objective. According to the President Putin, we are required to capture the entire of Kherson Oblast and the Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Although we are just needed to capture only this line, and we shall take this land and annex it. They will never see us coming. So according to the intelligence on the ground, we are actually to destroy the enemy because they actually uses dark magic. They use necromancy. A good example is the ghost of Kiev. So we have to be careful, and the necromancy magic is actually very powerful. The weapons actually change any city. They go from Soviet tanks to become American tanks and German tanks and Polish tanks. So very scary. And the soldiers also seems to be never ending. I believe they are using zombie army. So now to the latest intelligence that we have on the ground. The Ukrainian military have tried to capture the Snake Island. They have tried over the past week, but they did not work. We have already reinforced, and we have added more surface to air missiles to the island, and we have brought the Black Sea Fleet to protect this territory. At this moment, we have no intention for Transnistria to enter the war. So I have ordered the men to just drink vodka. Over at Mykolaiv front, as I mentioned, the operation we only required to capture the Kherson Oblast, and at this moment we are unable to complete this capture because there is strong Ukrainian resistance in this area. I would believe that we will no longer want this, but we will just protect just south of the river, and we might want to capture a few of these cities around this area to complete this line here, just south of Kryvyi. In the Zaporizhzhia side, we already have what we want. We probably will take Kanyamsky, Kharkiv, and Mariupol, and we will probably complete the set, and we will not progress further. At least according to the latest information from the Chief of Defense, we do not have any needs to go further in front. The northeast are still stuck within the Azov plant. We have already attacked them with whatever we have, through bombers, artillery, grad, and we have already sent assault force into the plant. I believe they will be taken or destroyed in a month's time. In the Donetsk area, the Ukrainians, the Banderas have very strong fortification around this region. Fighting continues to reach heavily in around Balakliya, and we are doing all we can to capture Velika Novoselka. We are also trying to take Mykolaiv-Kryvyi and Marinka, and then we do this encirclement to take out this fort, this entrenchment over here, so we can continue to make our push towards Kharkiv. After we can take Kharkiv, perhaps we will be able to go north to take Pokrov. In the north of Donetsk, Avdiivka continues to be the stronghold of the Ukrainian army. We still have no breakthrough. And above at the main organ, we are doing a little bit better. We will probably do an encirclement to the rear of Avdiivka and probably force the surrender of Avdiivka. Moving further north, we are continue to hold this line around Odessa, and we are probably not going to move until we destroy the forces at Avdiivka. Going to the Luhansk front, we are now embarking in this great pincer movement from Crimea to Popasna. From Popasna, our forces is currently moving towards Komishevka and Viktorivka. We are moving north with little resistance. However, there are still resistance. Zombie armies are difficult to defeat, but we will succeed. Ura. We will be pushing Kursk and Zolote from both sides, and hopefully from 3 sides. Currently, we are fighting at Turkishka, Orikov, at Zolote, as well as Katerinivka. The Luhansk People Republic volunteer and the Turkish forces is now fighting south of Budjevka and against Severodonetsk. We are doing some river crossing along the Seversky Donetsk River to capture Pravilla, Shiplivka, Novodrossk, and below Horivka. Currently, the operation is going very successfully. After 1 week of crossing, we are still not yet captured the village, but it is going well. Everything is okay, Commander, so you have no worry. At Srebrenica, we are also doing a crossing, so this is back out of the Luhansk front, and on this area we call this the Izyum front. We are going to hit for service. However, our river crossing at Srebrenica is too successful. We are still yet to capture this village around here. This is just a very small village, but I believe that my soldiers are enjoying it too much and drinking vodka and celebrating their crossing. So we just be patient, Commander. We shall get to the service. Similarly, let's moving on to Odessa. They are doing pretty well at Odessa. Our forces has been celebrating every meter of capture with 1 cup of vodka, so the progress become very fast. We are still here after 2 weeks, but it's okay because we are Russia. We will win. Heavy fighting is at Liman, and we have the latest information is that we have captured Dorilov. We continue to try to take Drobyshev and cut off Liman from reinforcement. There's heavy fighting within the forested area around Zaporizhzhia, and so far the operation has been going very well. We have been here since 2 weeks, and they are doing a lot of barbecues and campfire around this region. The Ukrainian forces is demoralized as they see we have a lot of meat to eat. Down south at the Izyum front, our forces decided to give the Ukrainians a break, and we have decided to rest along this borderline, this front line over here, allow the Ukrainian forces to catch a break because they are not as good as us. We will continue to head towards Bavrinkov to cut off the supply route towards Sloviansk, and then we will probably go further south to the border of Donetsk, around the Alexandrivka number 56. There's too many Alexandrivkas around here. We have a stronghold at Balakliya, and we shall hold the Ukrainian forces from here, as this is a major hub, and with these forces blocked here, the Ukrainians will have no chance to actually move towards our important hub of Kupiansk, where we do all the resupply route through. In the Kharkiv front, we are doing this massive feint as we continue to retreat slowly and organizedly, and allow the Ukrainians to actually move out of the civilian area, so we can actually bombard them with our massive artillery. The Ukrainians still think that they are winning, but they do not know what we have in store for them. We have a stronghold at Seville as well as Lopan, and the forces that try to attack them will be destroyed. And if they dare to go into the Russian territory, we shall call for war, and we will bring mass mobilization to destroy Ukraine forever. In the strategic operation front, we have already bombed a lot of the railway tracks, some of the bridges, and we have also destroyed many of the air bases. However, using dark magic, they have revived many of these air bases, and the supply lines continues to come back to life. I have no idea how much mana they have to revive all of this railway and rail station, and the amount of dark magic forces and the zombie armies continue to flow to the eastern front. But it's okay, we will drink vodka and they will die. And this is the briefing for the operation so far in the special military operation, not a war in Ukraine. And please remember that you have to sign the document if you did not sign it, because I can't read, I don't understand. And I press the like button, and hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.